The horse that waited. Some lessons don't come from people. They come from animals who stay, even when humans walk away. This is one of those stories. Ethan lived on the edge of a small town, near open fields and old barns. He didn't have much, but he had enough to survive. Years ago, when life was better, Ethan bought a horse. He named him Shadow. Shadow was strong, loyal, quiet. Every morning, Shadow waited by the gate before Ethan even arrived. Every evening, he followed Ethan back to the barn without being told. They understood each other without words. Then life changed. Ethan lost his job. Bills piled up. Pressure crept into every corner of his life. Slowly, visits to the barn became less frequent. Not because Ethan stopped caring, but because caring hurt when you couldn't provide. Shadow noticed. He still stood by the gate every morning, still waited at sunset. But Ethan stopped coming. One day, Ethan made a painful decision. He sold the land, packed his belongings, and prepared to leave town. People told him to sell the horse too. They said, "It's just an animal." But Ethan couldn't. So he left Shadow in the care of a nearby farmer, promising himself it was temporary. Days passed, then weeks. Shadow refused to leave the gate. He didn't run away. He didn't cause trouble. He simply waited, every morning, every evening. The farmer tried to move him, tried to lead him away, but Shadow always returned to the same spot, waiting. One winter evening, something unexpected happened. A fire broke out near the old barn. Strong winds pushed the flames closer to nearby homes. People panicked. But Shadow reacted before anyone else did. He broke through the gate, ran across the fields, neighed loudly, stamped the ground, pulled at ropes. He refused to stay silent. The noise woke the farmer. Neighbors rushed out. Emergency services were called. The fire was contained before it reached the houses. Lives were saved. When the smoke cleared, people noticed something. Shadow had stopped running. He stood by the road, looking, waiting. That same night, Ethan returned. He had heard about the fire, and something inside him told him to come back. When Shadow saw Ethan, he didn't run. He didn't jump. He simply walked forward and stood still. Ethan broke down. He realized something powerful. Shadow never waited because he was trained. He waited because he believed. Ethan stayed. He rebuilt his life slowly, not perfectly, but honestly. Shadow never left his side again. Some animals don't just live with us. They carry our absence. They guard our return. And they teach us what loyalty truly means. Moral: sometimes the ones who wait the longest are the ones who love the deepest.